squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Northwestern's offense will have the football first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. But they've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over him.
Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Washington. He'll step out of bounds. He's at the 33-yard line. That last completion sets him up on second down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
This is the matchup everyone was excited to see in this football game, and it doesn't take long to get to it. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best corners in the game, one-on-one, quarterback taking a shot, and early on, it's the corner who wins, knocking it away for the incompletion. That won't be the last time these two guys go toe-to-toe, but this is where your eyes need to be all game long.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. He might want another play. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight end.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Follow
bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. Smashes through the tackle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Parker. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be... You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there and take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough. Make a better decision. Do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's 3rd down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Bring in the heat. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch at his own 8-yard line, and that might have kept him from being backed up even further. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the Huskies have their whole playbook open here. Oh, he's got some space. Crosses midfield. At the 30. The tag. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington. He makes his way of time in his career.
A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Looking for a crease to the left. He breaks a tackle. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space. It's Parker. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And
man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Got it in the middle. It's McGee. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast.
There he goes. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Under fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And this guy has been so important to this defense, the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one.
Shoots his way for more. And the Huskies are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. He wants to change this route. They'll run the toss. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Oh, what a cut! He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Husky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They've got him before he gets the first down marker, and the screen does not deliver. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. the gun. The running back has it. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing down.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Looking to scramble. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger work out of him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Right on the money. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Huskies in the hurry up. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Now improvising. Touchdown, Huskies. Fitted in the window for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Kelly. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a crease. It's Parker. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you?
Northwestern about to boot it away to open the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. Wants to throw on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. He's got it on the outside. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Use the play fake, now to throw. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And man, that is a huge play for the defense because they had to stop the bleeding. On the very last play, they gave up an explosive one, and all of a sudden it feels like the defense is on their heels. But what a great job in an individual effort, winning up front, getting around the block, and getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. That's reeled in. It's Washington. Headed to the end zone. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Huskies. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Hands it off. At the 35, he's open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Parker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Rushes on him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Parker. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Quarterback making adjustments. Gonna let it fly. He's got it at the 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Washington. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwest Northwestern offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Catch in the middle. It's McGee. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here we go. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Wants to throw on third. Grab near the marker. It's Burke. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Just steamrolling the defense. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
Right down the middle. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Pittsburgh has the lead right now.
And he loses the ball deep in his own end.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the...
Turning it on. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Parker. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emtman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front of the defensive line, eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary at linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
Northwestern coming to the line with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Covey. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Parker. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Fears the pressure. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got...
Always got some space.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots and keep making big plays down the field. I like it. Keep it up.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. The give and tick, 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 tick. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A 1st and 10 for this offense. They're going to run it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game.
Moving toward the end zone and fumble. Defense picks it up. The 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern. How about this defense taking one back to the house? You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep piling up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Powers through. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And after the short gain, that is going to put this one in the books. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick.